March, if you didn't know, is National Colon Cancer Awareness Month. The disease is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States. Now, taking preventive steps is key to survival. In fact, the CDC says if everyone who is 50 years old or older were screened regularly, as many as 60% of deaths from this cancer could be avoided. China recently spoke with a survivor and a representative from the Lucas County Colorectal Cancer Coalition about ways to protect yourself.
And I am so thrilled to have Mary Jo Price. She is a colon cancer survivor to my right. And we also have Deb Ross from the Lucas County Colorectal Cancer Coalition. I hope I said that right. It's a lot of C's in there, but good morning to both of you ladies, and thank you so much for joining us. But this is not a laughing matter here. You're a cancer survivor, a colon cancer survivor. Take us back to when you found out that you had this disease.
Well, every year I would go, every 5 years, to go get my colonoscopy. And a year ago, I went in for a normal colonoscopy, which was okay. But the the medication that they gave me caused me to have severe abdominal cramps. So I went to the emergency room and got checked, and they found a tumor in the first colon, and it was in the 3rd stage, and I ended up 2 weeks later with a Whipple surgery. And but they were able to get it, and there was no cancer anywhere else in the biopsies, so they opted not to use chemo on me. And thank the Lord that I learned how to eat all over again for all the parts that they had to take out. And then with the help of the Victory Center and my church and all the wonderful people that supported me, but the best thing is I want to let people know, please go get your colonoscopies every year when you need them, because it's most important to be checked.
And so that is the first step, you say, is to go ahead. How important, Deb, is that for folks to know that this is not something that you can skip, especially when the doctors recommend it?
Right. They recommend that you get a colonoscopy starting at age 50, a screening colonoscopy. Over 53% of the colon cancers in Lucas County are at a stage 3 or 4 at diagnosis because people do not get their colonoscopies. If you have a normal colonoscopy, you really don't need another one for 10 years. If they find a polyp, they may want you rechecked in 3 or 5 years. So it's not something you have to do very often, but it is something that you need to do.
And there could be some anxieties when we're talking about getting a colonoscopy. A lot of people have a fear of it, but really you can't, you're saying not to delay it, Mary Jo, because it saved your life.
No. And the liquids that they give you now, there's nothing to it. It's just the fear of taking the liquid. But if you do what they tell you to do, there's nothing to it. They make you comfortable when you have your colonoscopy. Most of the time you don't feel anything. They put you out a little bit, and it's all over, and you get your positive results.
Okay, so Mary Jo, tell me about the initial reaction after you first learned that you had colon cancer. How did you deal with that? How did life change?
Immensely. You make aware of yourself for each day and thank the Lord that you have another day to live. And I just, with my church help and all their wonderful prayers and my faith that whatever the Lord wanted me to do, that's what helped me to get along.
Okay, there's a 5K run walk that will take place in June to raise awareness, also raise some funds. Deb, talk a little bit about that for me.
Our Lucas County Colorectal Cancer Coalition, again, a lot of C's, has been around the area for about 7 or 8 years, and we've been looking at all the different races and events that are in town to raise awareness. And we discovered there wasn't really anything for colorectal cancer. So we partnered with Get Your Rear and Gear, a national organization, to bring this 5K out to the Fallen Timber Shop. It'll be on June the 2nd. 5K run starts at about 9 o'clock. And it's to raise awareness of the event. There'll be a lot of information, a lot of entertainment out there. And if people want to get involved, there's a website, getyourrearandgear.com. And then Toledo Lucas County Colorectal Coalition has a website, which is www.toledocolonhealth.org. And there's a lot of good information on there. So we're hoping that people will come out, survivors will come out, there'll be a survivor tent. And just raise awareness and help remind people to get screened and to really take care of their health.
Yeah, that's awesome. And on this final note here, Mary Jo, what's your advice for other folks out there who may have question marks about their health, who may be scared, or who may have already been diagnosed with colon cancer?
Go to your family doctor and get help, and there's all kinds of organizations out there that you can really get wonderful support.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me
Thank you.
this morning.